As soon as you're in that winner's position, you can't let complacency in any way set in, because you know that you're the target of your opposition.
For newcomers to Formula One, what role does race strategy play in the sport, and for you as team principal, why is it so important?
Well, race strategy is the ultimate gaming. It's basically like high-speed chess. Every move has a consequence, and you're trying to predict what your competitors are doing, what is the fastest way to run a race, when to have your pit stops, what do you do if a safety car comes out, do you split your options with the two cars, because you've got two cars in play against the other 18 cars of opposition. Race strategy is crucial to the outcome of a race, because you can have the fastest car in the world, but with the wrong strategy, you'll lose the race.
Can you give us a look deep inside the preparations the team goes through to execute a race weekend?
Typically for us, the preparation for a weekend starts the week before. So we'll start looking at some of the characteristics of the circuit, how we think the tyres are going to perform. We'll look at previous races that have been held at that venue, and other races we've had earlier this season. And from that, we'll start to piece together a bit of an idea of what the likely strategies are going to be. It's trying to get the best out of the car that you have. So the other engineers are maybe trying to make the car set up better, make the car faster. What we're trying to do is optimise the use of the car through the weekend, how many pit stops we make, when we make them, what tyres we fit, and we're trying to maximise the point score that we can with the car that we have available to us.
Can you describe the relationship between you and your race strategists?
I think the relationship we have is very strong. I also trust them a lot, and they trust me a lot when I have a strong opinion or a strong feeling about a certain way that I want to go into. And then I think what makes it an even stronger combination is that we are very open and I think smart in the way we then try to fine-tune little bits around it.
Has there been a race that really stands out to you in terms of race strategy where you guys made like a really solid call that helped you clinch a win?
Some races it was a little bit easier for us, but then in some races I still had to come from the back, for example, with some bad luck. A very tough one was Zandvoort, where of course we basically had all kinds of weather.
Zandvoort in tricky conditions was a big one. Getting the right crossover between wet and dry tyres and then back onto wet tyres and extreme tyres.
During the race we had to come up with different kind of strategies and we had to make like really quick decisions, and I think that's where our team together with Oracle is very strong at.
What role do you think Oracle played in such a dominant season?
Yeah, it's since we've been working together, I think we had a lot more opportunities looking through our strategy possibilities on race day.
We're using so much technology behind the scenes in terms of the cloud technology, how we're managing our data, the speed at which we can view data. We're running millions and millions of simulations and algorithms during the course of a Grand Prix to plot what is the fastest way. Now, using Oracle Cloud, that's just enabling us to run a broader spectrum, up to 25% more simulations compared to what we could previously do. So that's just giving us more and better info to make our decisions on.
Back when I started doing the strategy, there was very little data available to us. So over the years, the increasing amount of data, obviously the more information you have, the more you can improve your models and the better your understanding of what's going on can be. And I think over the years, we've refined a lot of our processes. So something that would have taken me hours, sort of 10 years ago, now it's just a click of a button and it's all automated. So we're constantly trying to speed up our processes, automate as much as we possibly can, because that frees up more time then to then look in more detail at other aspects or improving further, other systems. It's being able to simulate the race, being able to predict how things are going to perform, and then be able to adapt when maybe things aren't quite as you expect. I think that's where we can really sort of gain our key advantage.
Oracle is playing a key role because it's just enabling us to do more and faster management and access to our data. And we're a data-driven business. We generate copious amounts of data, and it's the speed that you can analyze that data and make use of that data that is of absolute crucial importance to us. So the simulations and the tools And working with technologies like AI and ML and all these other technologies that are available to us, they're really starting to produce the answers to you on a continual basis. It's enabling and empowering people that they don't freeze at big pressure points. And I think as a team, we've had tremendous consistency and stability that is absolutely fundamental to success.
We talk to a lot of business leaders who want to not just look at what happened, but look at what might happen, have some foresight in using data. What advice would you have for them in terms of how to get more predictive?
Well, certainly using the Oracle Cloud infrastructure has been extremely useful for us. Having that sort of cloud computing available to us has really improved our ability to react during races. Making use of sort of cloud computing in simulations and trying to improve models and really try to get to the nitty-gritty of what all this data is actually telling us and what it really means for us. I think that's been key for us, and I'm sure that applies to a wider variety of other businesses too.
Competitors feel we have an advantage because of our relationship with Oracle. But one of the things that is questioned is, what are Oracle doing for Red Bull Racing or Red Bull powertrains? And I think that's the biggest form of flattery, because for us, it's not just about having a sticker on the car, it's about the technology that it's providing within the car. And Oracle have so many touch points throughout our business, whether it's our payroll, whether it's our cloud technology, whether it's our CRM system. There's so many suite of tools that we're using that are just cutting edge.
What are some of the top areas of success for the team this season that you're going to build on for next season?
We've done a lot of winning this year. We've had a great season, our best season in our history. We've broken a few records along the way as well. We're not going to take that with any complacency. So it's, where can we be better? After any race that we win, there are always things that we could do better. And I think that it's that fear of failure that drives the team on, and the feeling of success that almost becomes addictive, that everybody just wants to keep on that wave.